significance of Earth Day represents. Here at University of California, Merced, we celebrate Earth Day annually on April 22nd to show our support and commitment to environmental protection. Many of you may know that Earth Day has evolved from its beginnings in the 1970s and has now grown to entail campus-wide celebrations and global events. Earth Day is being celebrated everywhere, and we are excited that you are taking part. Earth Day celebrates world climate leaders, grassroots activists, industry leaders in sustainability, artists, musicians, influencers, and all others working to push us towards a greener and better world. Saludos a todos y gracias por asistir a nuestro taller del Día de la Tierra dirigido por estudiantes. Estamos encantados de tenerte aquí mientras celebramos el Día de la Tierra. Algunos de ustedes pueden preguntarse, particularmente aquellos de ustedes que nunca han celebrado esta ocasión trascendental, ¿cuál es el significado del Día de la Tierra? Aquí en la Universidad de Merced celebramos el Día de la Tierra anualmente el 22 de abril para mostrar nuestro apoyo y compromiso con la protección del medio ambiente. Muchos de ustedes pueden saber que el Día de la Tierra ha evolucionado desde sus inicios en la década de 1970 y ha creído hasta celebraciones en las universidades y eventos globales. El Día de la Tierra se celebra en todas partes y estamos emocionados de que participen. El Día de la Tierra se celebra a los líderes climáticos mundiales, activistas de raíz de la hierba, líderes de la industria en sostenibilidad, artistas, músicos, personas influyentes y todos los demás que trabajan más, impulsarnos hacia un mundo más verde y mejor. Without further ado, we are going to begin by introducing ourselves. I'm Kimberly, and today I'll be showing you how to sign petitions.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabby, and I'll be showing you a DIY seed starter pot.
Hello everyone, my name is Jolene, and I'm going to show you guys why you should invest into gardening.
We are grateful that you've decided to celebrate alongside us and could think of no better way to start off than to encourage civic engagement in environmental issues that matter. So hi, I'm Kimberly, and today I'll be leading you on a petition signing spree that not only encourages our civic engagement, but reinstates our commitment to these environmental issues. To do this, I have compiled a Google Doc that I am attaching to the Zoom chat now. There we go. And that you will allow you to gain access in helping us sign petitions that will bolster our shared planet and inhabitants' positions towards a greener Earth. I encourage you to access the link within the chat. I will give you a moment to link up onto your browser. Perfect. So as you can see, I'm currently screen sharing the document that I have attached on the Zoom chat. Everyone should have access to it. If you do not, please let me know. On the left side of the table is the name of the petitions. In the middle is a quick description of the petitions in English, and on the right side is a description of the petition in Spanish. You are more than welcome to read through the descriptions first before signing the petitions. We have a diversity of petitions ranging from food waste to climate change. We can, as you can see on the left side, we have help stop food waste in America, reducing food waste, stop Walmart and food stores from wasting food, make Earth Day a national holiday, save the earth, stop deforestation, protect the Amazon, demand an end to global warming, and time to act on climate change. At the bottom of the page is the question section. So here we have, how do I sign petitions? You can start off by clicking on the link provided. It is a hyperlink, so it should direct you to the petition website right away. The petition will ask for simple information like your name, your email, and in some cases your address. How many do I sign up to? You can sign up to as many as you like. There is no limit to signing petitions. You are not obligated to sign any petitions. Signing petitions is a great way to bring change into the environment and to celebrate Earth Day. We will take 5 to 10 minutes for people to sign the petitions. If there are any questions, please let me know or ask them in the Zoom chat. So right now we are taking a few minutes to sign petitions.
Guys, why is there a video that's off but it's spotlighted?
Can you repeat that?
What? Oh, there's somebody spotlighted, but the video's off. So we just see we see kind of nothing because somebody is spotlighted, but his video is not turned on.
Oh, that's the audio. When it's the spotlight, it means someone is speaking.
Okay, you glitched a little just now.
The spotlight means someone is speaking.
Okay. Wait, can everybody else unmute themselves? Hey, Aaron. Hi. Hey, Tom. Can everybody, am I the only person who can unmute themselves? No, you're
Hey,
not.
Sophie.
Yay.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi. Hi.
How's your day going?
It's good. Also, I think this is my first Earth Day.
Me too.
Mine is not my first Earth Day. I had Earth Day before.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, Alexander, is this your first Earth Day too?
No, I'll have one.
What's my first Earth Day? I didn't even know that that's real.
It's my first Earth Day too.
Oh,
It's not my first or
your
fifth.
name is Tom, right?
No.
Oh, because it says Tom.
I
Why?
don't know why it says Tom, but I can't change my name.
Our name is.
Oh,
My
well,
name.
if somebody makes someone co-host, then I can change. Then they can change your name.
I want to.
Probably not gonna happen.
So what's your real name if Tom's not your name?
My name is Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Oh, hi, Brooklyn.
My name is Alex. I guess I turned into Tom.
So are we like waiting for someone?
Hey guys, so this is actually a student-led workshop through the University of California, Merced. It is conducted by some UC students who are undergrads, and it's meant to be for more so like high school and college age students. Right now we are doing a petition signing. So folks are encouraged to sign up for petitions. And then we're gonna move on to a couple of other DIY events and talks and presentations.
I love DIY.
Sure, and you're welcome to stay. But when those presentations do begin, we will have to make sure everyone's muted so that the presenters can, share their content that they put together and worked very hard on. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. And in the meantime, feel free and just listen in. We're going to be signing some petitions still for a moment here. And thank you for coming.
Welcome.
So what are we gonna do while we're waiting?
I don't know.
I can show my LOL doll. So these two are my very favorite LOLs.
I can share mine too.
Oh, and these are not their bodies. I just switched them. And I also switched their outfits. So the girls' shorts are actually this doll's shorts, and they're my favorite.
Where did she go?
Awesome. Thank you everyone for taking the time to participate and sign the petitions. These petitions are essential to celebrating Earth Month and keeping the planet safe. Petitions are a great way to bring awareness to any issue. You are more than welcome to sign petitions at websites like www.change.org and www.thepetitionsite.com. You can even create your some of your own. I will now be passing it off to my colleague Gabby.
Hi everyone. So I'm going to be showing you all how to make a DIY seed starter pot kit. All right, and if you have any questions in the meantime, go ahead and just unmute yourself as I can't see the chat right now. But so essentially, right, for Earth Month, we're trying to reduce, reuse, and recycle. So essentially, I just took what I already had, which was my cardboard egg cartons. I cut mine in half, but you can always use the full thing if you want. Mine was just a little more manageable with what I was using for this example here. Like I said, we're all about sustainability, so just using what we have. You can also use toilet paper rolls or what else you have that you want to get kind of second life out of, and just kind of get creative and have fun with this different type of project. So like I said, step one, just take whatever you have. In my example, I have the cardboard egg carton here. And then you're just gonna get some soil. If you're looking for in particular like potting soil, some great resources, you can look on Facebook Marketplace. There's a website called filldirt.org that basically you can find local dirt, soil, mulch, sand, and much more for any other kind of fun DIY or outdoor projects you're looking into getting into. There's also a website called FreeCycle, which is really great, where you can basically post any unwanted items you have and someone will come and pick it up for free. You can look there for even just reused old seed potters or soil or any other kind of fun stuff you might want to look on hand that really won't cost you anything, or if you're even trying to get rid of something, you could go ahead and post it on there. So that being said, those are some resources you can look at when looking for some soil or what else you want to use for your project. And then for step 3 is going to be to add some seeds. And you want to be sure not to add too many seeds, as if you put too many close, that will help, or that won't help them grow and they'll be too overcrowded. Another great place to look for seeds is also some of the websites I mentioned with Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. Sometimes you can even ask stores for last year's seeds. Go ahead and check with your local farmers market. Sometimes people will give them to you for free or even at a really great discount. So those are some other resources you could look into when trying to get into gardening or other DIY activities on a budget or even just in a sustainable way. So then step 4, you're just going to cover the seeds with some soil, water, sunlight, and then you're going to watch them grow. This is it'll take about 2 to 3 weeks before you see any like little sproutings coming. So just be patient and have fun with this activity. And this will just be a great way to hopefully reduce and reuse something that you already had. Like here in my example, you can see the cardboard cartons I used. Yeah, feel free to check out any of those other resources we have. And I hope this inspires you all to get creative and use what you already have on hand and try to look into some local resources you guys have. I'll be passing it on to Jolene now.
Hello, everyone. Please wait a few moments while I try to share my screen. One sec. So hello, everyone. We're gonna discuss on why you should invest in gardening. So one of the few reasons why you should invest in gardening is to reduce carbon emissions within the environment. So studies have, it shows that if you own your own garden or investing into like a gardening box, you are your own boss to decide what goes on your plants and into your soil, allowing you to reduce the amount of harmful chemicals polluting our environment and waterways. Organically growing your own food is sustainable and nourish your soil by using safe and natural fertilizers and products. If you plant a garden specifically designed it's to attract pollinating wildlife, you can protect these animals. You can plant gardens to attract birds or bees or butterflies or even all three of them. And that's why you should invest in gardening. And also like making your own, reducing your own carbon footsteps, and like making your own salad, making your own barbecue, like grilled vegetables, and like etc. So this gardening box was built and donated from the recruitment process class of spring 2019 from Mu Delta chapter of Theta Tau from UC Merced. And through that, it built a close community between all members, and it helped us encourage everyone that all minds can work together to build and assemble a great gardening box, which is what we see here today. And that's all I'm presenting for today. And I'm going to pass it off to Kimberly.
Hello. So we have another presentation. One of our colleagues could not make it, but she has created a presentation specifically for the event. So I'll go ahead and share it.
Is there sound, Kim? I still can't hear the sound.
Counts. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Girly Garcia, and today I'll be showing you the zero waste lifestyle. So did you know the world dumps a massive 2.2 billion tons of waste every year? And this is according to the World Counts. But the average American accumulates 4.4 pounds of waste a day. So imagine if one day everybody could go zero waste. That would be amazing. But in America, there's away enough garbage every day to fill 63,000 garbage trucks, which lined up end to end for an entire year, it would stretch halfway through the moon. That is a massive distance. We should aim to do better. What is zero waste? It is a philosophy that encourages the redesign of making products to make them easily reusable. So with zero waste, you would maximize recycling, minimize waste, reduce consumption, and ensure that products are made to be reused, repaired, and recycled back into nature or a marketplace. Zero waste is awesome. So let's watch a little video on it. Do you think you could go a whole week without producing any garbage? It's a hard thing to do. The average American produces around 4.5 pounds of trash each day. Almost everything in our lives is single use or single package. Bags, straws, coffee cups. But it doesn't have to be this way. This is Lauren Singer, and she lives a zero waste life. It wasn't like yesterday I made 4.5 pounds of trash and today I make 0. It was a gradual step-by-step thing. Lauren has cut out all the stuff that you can't easily compost, reuse, or recycle. And see this little mason jar? Inside is all of the trash she's made in the past 4 years. The US is the #1 trash producing country in the world. This means that 4% of the world's population is responsible for nearly 20% of the world's waste. So we sent M. Sanjan, a UCLA visiting researcher and the head of Conservation International, to meet with Lauren.
You would freak out if you saw my life.
I was an average consumer 4 years.
No, you would be freaking out.
The two of them compared their toiletry kits.
What is all of this?
To see if there are some simple ways that Sanjan could reduce his trash impact.
I don't even know what's in here. I'm like, oh my God.
Toothpaste.
But mine's got sensory relief.
I don't even know what that means. Lauren makes her own toothpaste, and the recipe is actually pretty easy. 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, a 1/4 teaspoon of stevia, and then 15 to 20 drops of peppermint oil. If you wonder, why is toothpaste peppermint flavored or cinnamon flavored? It's not arbitrary, random. It's because peppermint oil and cinnamon oil are really great antimicrobial and antibacterial agents. So this, actually, I'll just put some peppermint oil in water and use it as a mouthwash. So you just stir everything together.
This is crazy. It really is toothpaste?
Yeah.
How different is this from what I buy in a tube?
So this won't foam up. There's no foaming agent. Most toothpaste will use sodium lauryl sulfite.
And why do they do that?
So companies do that because they're simple shortcuts and they think that's what people want, but they dictate kind of what people want. So for instance, this might taste salty to you.
No, it tastes actually pretty good.
Yeah, and it smells good and it's easy.
That actually tastes.
And it's a lot less expensive than buying toothpaste. So I shave with this, so this is my razor, and then the blades are just stainless steel, super, super recyclable, come packaged in paper, easy.
Okay, that I've had for a long time.
Yeah.
But these do get replaced
and
they're
how
expensive.
Yeah,
They are.
I can buy 100 blades for $20, and that's enough for the next 10 years of my life. 4 of those are $20.
I could do this.
Yeah.
But definitely when you travel, they're going to be all over you.
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling TSA treats you slightly differently than they treat me. Can you imagine if I try to bring this onto a plane?
But they're really easy to find in any city, at any barber shop or whatever. Actually, baking soda works really well as deodorant, and sometimes you can just use that, but this is a mix of shea butter, coconut oil, baking soda, arrowroot powder, and essential oils.
So there's deodorant and there's
antiperspirant. You should not make yourself not sweat. It's how your body eliminates toxins and cools itself naturally.
Yeah, but isn't there practicalities in this?
Sweating can be sexy.
I know, but you don't want to, you can't sit on a plane with some sweaty guy next to you. It's not going to be sexy, trust me. This is a genuine challenge, right? So I don't like using this stuff. Partly because it's got lumen as one of the active ingredients.
You definitely should not use that
right?
at all.
So it's probably not a great thing.
Change that real quick.
But there isn't anything.
Can you wear an undershirt?
Okay.
And lots of men do that. Lots of women do that.
Yeah, I could. Did you make that, or did you?
My friend made it for me.
Okay, you use the same soap as shampoo as well as soap?
Shampoo, soap, face wash.
Isn't there a difference?
Nope. Marketing. And this is conditioner that I buy in bulk, but
what's in conditioner?
Conditioner is essentially just like a lotion, but you can use aloe vera or coconut oil, and it works just as well.
So of all these things that you've shown me, the one that I'm really convinced about, and to be absolutely honest, I would probably incorporate into my own life, is the toothpaste one. Because that tasted pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
there's definitely not a one-size-fits-all way to reduce your waste.
I think the best place to start is just by looking at your trash and seeing what you're already throwing away and seeing if there's simple ways to remediate those problems. If there's something that you notice you're throwing away a significant amount of, it's as simple as doing a search on my blog, Trash is for Tossers, or a really simple Google search asking, what's the sustainable alternative to ... There's also lots of one-time changes that can be made that have a large scale and long-term positive impact. So using reusable bags, using reusable coffee cups. So it's just identifying what the problems are and then finding simple, sustainable solutions to them.
And the University of California wants to make some of these simple changes too. UC is committed to going zero waste by 2020. Across the UC system, we've already diverted 69% of our solid waste from landfills. But getting all the way to zero waste, especially at this scale, is a real challenge. To learn more about UC's Zero Waste Initiative and how you can help, visit Zero Waste.
Okay, that was very informative. And here's some things that you are already probably doing towards zero waste, but didn't quite realized. So if you start refusing plastic bags by taking your own to the store, you're producing less waste with plastic bags. Another one that was pretty popular was changing plastic straws to reusable straws, whether that was wooden ones or metal ones, which that was really good. And then another one that's simple, probably gonna be really helpful, is stop using plastic cutleries. So just by taking your fork, your knives, and spoon in your purse, you can avoid using plastic ones. And also maybe the place that you're going to eat might not have them available. So now you just have something on the go, especially if you're a student or a worker. You never know when you're gonna need that. I know I always carry an emergency spoon and it works really well. Obviously wash it and keep it folded in a towel or something just to keep it sanitized, but it's a really good way to stop using plastic. So the amount of plastic waste, created. So plastic is definitely a lifetime commitment. Once it's out here, it's gonna take hundreds of years to per se disappear from the world. The smaller the plastic it is, the worse it is. So even if there's tiny little plastics in your face wash or scrubs, they will affect the environment. So it's better to just try to stay as much as we can away from it by either using non-plastic containers such as glass or metal, and just using reusable stuff. At the end of the day, it will probably end up saving you money and there's not much waste being made. So reuse. We can practice borrowing and sharing items. As students, we often live in a house full of housemates, and sharing household items could be useful for everybody. Borrowing things and taking care of each other instead of just buying your own everything and then creating more waste would be really good. We can also repair instead of replace, instead of buying new furniture from big corporations where a lot of waste is created through packaging and just everything. We can just go to the thrift store, find something we like, and repair it instead of buying something new. And you have a fun project to do with friends or a loved one, it would be great. And also rethink the items that you already have. So something that it's been in your closet forever, or just bowls that you don't use, you can always donate them because it can be useful for someone else instead of them buying something new. And you make more room for new things that you could, do as a DIY or buy it from a thrift shop, stuff like that. So here's another video showing you 12 cheap and easy tips to reducing your waste.
Hey everyone, in this video we're going to give you some cheap and easy tips for going zero waste. We've been really inspired by the zero waste movement, and even though we're not completely zero waste ourselves, we're constantly making an effort to reduce the amount of garbage that we produce. We've been doing it for years and trying a lot of different things. So we're really excited to share some of our tips with you. We've got about a dozen ideas that are cheap and easy and really effective at reducing waste so that you can get started on your low waste or zero waste lifestyle right away. for each tip, we're going to give you the super budget option that costs almost nothing to do so that you can get started right away. And then we'll also show you some options for things that you can invest in if you decide that you want to pursue this low waste lifestyle for a longer period of time. Before we get to the zero waste tips, I just want to say a quick thank you to Ecosia for sponsoring this video. If you haven't heard of them already, they're like a green Google, and they plant trees in deforested areas around the world with their ad revenue. So it's a really amazing service, and it's completely free. There's no signups or anything. Basically, you just search the internet using Ecosia, and they take care of the rest. So chances are, if you are watching this video, you're interested in reducing your environmental footprint. And so this is one rare opportunity where you can actually have an impact without doing too much. So definitely check them out. We'll put a link to Ecosia in the description of this video. It is a trackable link because we're curious to know how many of you are interested in using their search engine. So click that link to let us know you're interested. The first thing you can do to get started on your zero waste or low waste journey is to get educated and find out what options are available to you. To start, you'll want to go to the website for your city or the town where you live, and usually there's a section for residents that will give you some more information about your recycling program, what goes in the garbage, and whether you have a compost program. So look into it and read the list of what you can put in the recycling and what state it needs to be in. That's step number one. Just make sure that you're taking advantage of every option for plastic that actually leaches chemicals into the water. So a better option. So it is possible to find cheap or free alternatives without spending a lot of money right up front. While we're talking about reusing glass jars, I have one quick tip for you that'll help you remove the labels. You can soak the jars in water, remove all the paper, and then if you put olive oil and a little bit of baking soda on the glue and just let it sit for a few minutes, you should be able to scrub all that glue off. There are certain kinds that don't come off, but generally this is a tip that works. Buying food in bulk and using your own bags and containers is a really great way to reduce the packaging that you're consuming. But if you're like me, when you walk into a regular grocery store, it can feel really overwhelming. Everything's in a package, and it just feels like it's going to be impossible to ever be able to buy your groceries and the food you need without also buying a lot of packaging. So the trick is that you might need to start looking into alternative places to buy your food. You might want to look on vegetables if I can that don't have packaging. And then when I go up and down the aisles in the regular grocery store, I try to prioritize buying things that are in cardboard, glass, or in cans because they're recyclable, but also I know that if given time, they'll eventually break down, whereas plastic is around for hundreds of years. For bread, you can often buy it unpackaged at a bakery, so you could bring your own cloth bag or a paper bag. Even at some grocery stores, if you go to the bakery section, the bread is actually just in paper bags instead of plastic. So that's a great option too. And when you get home, to keep it fresh, you can either reuse a plastic bread bag or you can use wax wrap like the one that we have here. Another disposable product that a lot of us are using every single day is coffee cups from the coffee shop. So even though it looks like they are paper cups, they're often lined with plastic, which means that they're really difficult to recycle because they're not really paper or plastic, and they're also not compostable. So it's best just to avoid them as much as possible by bringing a reusable mug. Or if you usually have your coffee at the cafe, then you can ask them if they have a regular ceramic mug that you can just use while you're there. Another thing we usually carry with us is a food container and some cutlery in case we end up wanting takeout or going to a restaurant and not finishing everything. We want to be able to bring that food home with us in our own container. For a long time, we would just carry around a regular spoon or a fork from home. But recently we bought these foldable sporks that take up no space. I carry mine in my purse and Matt carries his in his backpack, so we can avoid using plastic cutlery in a lot of situations. I know it can seem a little bit annoying, but you kind of get in the habit of doing it, and then you're prepared for whatever happens. So that's it. Those are some of our most basic, easy, and affordable tips that you can.
Those are great tips. And just like she said, using soap bars and organic dishwashers could be better for the environment so that you're not releasing harsh chemicals down the drain. And also, like, again, repurposing glass, cardboard, and paper is so important because we don't want to make more of it. So another way you can go more eco-friendly is advocating for a friendly alternative. Once again, using reusable water bottles, bamboo toothbrushes, and reusable lunch bags would be like really ideal. If you're a person on the move, I know right now we're in a pandemic, so staying at home might make it a little bit easier, but once we do get out there to live our lives, these would be really good changes we can make. Also, let's remember to join beach cleanups or any kind of cleanups in your community. We have to be aware of our own impact, and let's push for more companies to start using products with eco-friendly and recyclable packaging. So let's do that. So thank you everybody for coming here and listening to me talk about zero waste. And hopefully you get a little more of an insight on this type of lifestyle and you want to take part of it.
All right, awesome. Thank you all for joining us today. Me and my colleagues have made some pledges in honor of Earth Month. Mine was that this Earth Month I've added more nature to my indoor environment, and I love seeing just like plants by my desk, especially now with being all at home all the time.
I pledge to include more reusable bags into my life, especially when going to the store, and reducing a lot of plastic in my homes.
For this Earth Day this year, I've tried to commit to eating more plant-based foods into my diet to help reduce carbon emissions, and like later on to enjoy it later on when I'm older, a lot more older, and like live a little bit longer. But yeah.
Thank you. And I'd love to hear what if the audience has any pledges they like to make in honor of Earth Month. You can either like put it in the chat or go ahead and turn on your mic and say it. Yeah, I love all the pledges so far. Awesome. And then I just wanted to also kind of plug some more stuff we have going on. So actually, right after this event at 3:30, we have the Delhi People's Fridge grand opening. That'll be at 3:30. I'll send the Zoom link in the chat. Whoops. All right, thank you all for coming. And I'm going to share some other links we have going on. So right after this, we have Delhi's People Fridge grand opening at 3:30. And then next week, the 28th, we have a Stop Food Waste Chat Day. That'll be at noon. That'd be awesome if you all could join us for then as well. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We're at Bobcat Eats Food Waste Program. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And what other things are you guys going to do to celebrate Earth Day? Were any of these projects inspiring to you? If so, what are you guys going to try to use like going forward or incorporate more into your lifestyle? And then also, like Erin mentioned, we are hiring. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and email, I believe Erin's email's in here. You can also go ahead and message any of us with any questions you guys might have.
I'm currently going into more planning and gardening. So I think I might pick up the DIY that was mentioned, like the carton eggs. I think I might try that out today.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, if you want, you can also go ahead and share it on, like I said, our social media. That'd be awesome to see.